Well, hello there, you YouTube woodworkers. Have you ever heard about a cartoon series that was called, the character in the series was called Reuben Goldberg. And he was always inventing things, and nobody seemed to know what he was going to use the invention for, but he just kept inventing more and more things that eventually they nicknamed everything that didn't seem to work out the Rube Goldberg project. And so this is kind of what it seems like I'm doing today. Anyway, we're going to revisit my featherboard sled that I use on the bandsaw. And I've done a bunch of updates on it, so here goes. I'll show you what I've got going. Now here we are looking down from up above my bandsaw table, and I'll slide my featherboard jig into on top of the table. You'll see how it works. There we are. Now, here comes the nuts and bolts of this crazy thing. I took my T-square and I drilled a hole horizontally through the middle of the T, I guess you'd call it, this part here. And then I put a threaded insert in the end of it. This little piece here, all it does is just holds the end of my thread all in place. Then, in order to create my feathers, I just have to crank the crank. And what it does is just uniformly takes the square across the table. So each time I make a feather, I back the featherboard off of the saw, and then I turn this thing counterclockwise 3 times. And then I make another cut, and then pulling it back, I do 3 more. Each time it makes an exact carbon copy of the cut that was done before. And I think it's going to work out really good. Okay, I've got everything lined up to start, and what we'll do is, first of all, we'll line the blade up so that this outside is touching the blade, and our square is on the other side of it. So then I back this out, and then I'll crank it counterclockwise, 1, 2, 3. I'll run it through to the line, and we'll continue doing this until we have a complete cut. There you go, except for the first one, the piece of wood isn't very straight, but for the first one, we will ignore it. But all the rest of them, as you see, are nice and uniform and very flexible. So, what do you think about it? You want to make one yourself? Maybe it is just a Rube Goldberg sort of an invention, but I like it. We'll see you in another week. This is Wayne from What's Up Wayne channel signing off. and we hope the Lord is blessing you today. Goodbye.